Good evening, everyone, good evening, and welcome to AZMR on Zed Digital. I'm going to start the show by acknowledging that this show was created on the stolen lands of the Jagera and Turrbal peoples. I pay respects to their elders, past and present, and acknowledge that sovereignty over this land was never ceded. Never ceded. Good evening. Welcome to the show AZMR on Zed Digital this evening. We are up to episode number 22, and my name is Polly. I'll be taking you through the next 2 hours of low sensory and ASMR radio. If you want to check out past episodes, you can head to the 4ZZZ on demand web service for zzz.org.au/program/AZZZMR. To catch those past episodes, the last 6 episodes will be up on the on-demand web service for AZMR, and then any older episodes than 6 episodes get put on YouTube, and they go on YouTube with just some colourful visuals. So when you're able to, you can go check that out if you like. And any older episodes, older than 6 weeks, get plopped onto YouTube with like some colourful visuals. So that's a bit cute. And we have Instagram and Facebook, AZZZMR.4ZZZ. On Instagram and Facebook, there'll be some photos of Coco, my cat, who you will probably hear throughout many episodes. She just pipes up. She hears me talking and thinks that I'm talking to her, and she also gets cross that I'm not in bed, or if I am in bed recording, which sometimes I am. She gets cross that I'm not going to sleep, that the lights are still on, and what is happening? It's past bedtime. Can you please shut up and go to bed? So that happens sometimes. So what do we got coming up on the show tonight? Indeed, what do we have coming up on the show tonight? So it is Halloween season, which by the time this airs, it will have been a couple of days ago. But as usual, I will probably be panic making my costume the night before and then get very little sleep. And that's generally a typical Halloween for me, and usually it's quite elaborate. I decided what I was going to be like several months ago, which is very rare. Normally I decide sometimes the night before, sometimes a couple weeks before, but still just panic make it the night before. But no, couple of months. I bought lots of ingredients to make the thing. Actually, I'm just going to tell you now because it's already happened, so it's not a surprise. I thought that it would be cute to be Wallace from Wallace and Gromit, but the one that he's wearing the wrong trousers, so have like the wrong trousers. And I mentioned this to a workmate, and she was like, oh my god, I'm going to be a wheel of Wensleydale cheese. And then we were like, I feel like we need a Gromit, so we went and enlisted the produce manager. And we were like, hey, we're doing a group Halloween costume. You have to, we'll keep it because I usually keep it a secret what I'm going to dress up as. So I was like, it's a secret. You can know what it is if you agree to participate. So we made him agree to be in it. And we said, look, it's not what your costume part, doesn't involve too much. If you don't want it to, it can be a whole suit or it can just be a small part. And he was keen, so we told him what it was, and he was like, heck yeah. And so he went on his phone straight away and was like, where can I get some Gromit? Where can I get a Gromit costume? And so that was a bit cute. So we had planned this like well in advance. Of course, Sharon being the most punctual of us, Sharon of course got started on it pretty quickly. Definitely not looking good with me panic making it, but it's fine. I get my best work done in a state of panic, I think. So what I'm going to do, what I thought would be cute, is to have, so I'll be wearing like the wrong trousers, and then just to have like sitting on them, I was going to like crochet Feathers McGraw, which is the villain of the story. He's the penguin that disguises himself as a chicken. So I thought it'd be cute to like crochet a little Feathers McGraw and make the little like control, like remote control, and have him just kind of sitting on my trousers somewhere, controlling me like he does in the show. So what we're going to do for the start of tonight, first thing, I'll just be reading out the crochet pattern that I'm using, which I got on the internet by doing a little Google, which is good because I was worried that I would have to like make it up, and I'm like, oh, how good am I at crochet? Maybe not good enough to make up a whole character pattern, but no, it exists on the internet. There were actually quite a few on there, so I just picked one and went with it. So I'm going to be reading that one out for you, so you could follow along if you wanted to, but you know, you'd have to probably pause between each line. I'm not going to crochet at the same time because crocheting sounds kind of like nothing. It's just sort of a soft swooshing sound, and it doesn't have that like click of the needles with knitting that knitting does. So it will just be me reading it out, and you can just imagine the crocheting that will happen later in a panic the night before Halloween. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing we've got coming up on the show tonight. So what we've got coming up after that, I'll be reading a pamphlet, another pamphlet that I picked up in Tasmania a couple of weeks ago. I did just like grab the whatever information of wherever I was so that I could tell you all about it, because I sort of accidentally have hoarded things like that in the past and then read them out and then been like, oh, this is like an interesting thing to read, because people can like zone out, but also you can maybe learn about a place that you want to go to. So I just picked up everything cool that I saw. Anyway, we went to a place called Tasmazia, which is a giant hedge maze, and I've just got the pamphlet for Tasmazia to read out to you, and that will be a bit cute. I'll tell you a little bit more about Tasmazia as well, but yeah, it's big hedge maze in Tasmania, so that's a bit cute. I like the name, they've done well. And also tonight, so it, as you know, hopefully tax is due. Again, I do my best work in a panic, so I have to do the band tax as well as my personal tax. So normally personal tax is pretty easy. Before band, I used to get it done like pretty early on, like July or whenever. But with the band tax, there's a lot of like, you know, putting your expenses together. There's always kind of working out what those expenses were. And then that's just a lot. It's a lot. So that gets put off, obviously, until I have to do it. So I'll be doing my band tax. Now, the thing about tax, business tax in Australia at least, well, normally for personal tax, you can use the website and the program that they have to prepare that. So it used to be like a program that you download, but now it's all web-based for personal tax, which is like easy for that bit. But for business tax, you either have to have an accountant do it, have an accountant submit it, or you have to use tax software that you pay for, or you have to like write it out by hand and then mail it off. There's no like digital submission for it, which is a bit annoying. So what I'll be doing is writing out that form tonight. So I'm gonna talk you through the partnership tax return form and fill it out as we go. So you'll hear like pen noises, and it will be terribly, terribly dull, because that's what tax is. It's terribly, terribly dull. But sorry to all the accountants out there that I may have offended. It's probably your most exciting time of the year. Anyway, hopefully that will put you to sleep, because it's sure to put me to sleep. Surely it will. And then, of course, there'll be some gentle piano just to close out the show. And that's everything, I think, tonight. So there's kind of quite a bit to get through. So we better get going, I guess. Let's get going on that. So tonight, starting off with the Feathers McGraw crochet pattern reading. Feathers McGraw pattern reading. So yeah, I'll be dressing up as Wallace from The Wrong Trousers for Halloween, and I just thought it would be cute to have a little Feathers McGraw hanging out, doing his like evil business and whatever, and I'm going to crochet it. So we're going to start off with the Feathers McGraw crochet pattern and reading that out to you. And so this pattern, it says presented by Speckerna. That's Speckerna, and the website is www.speckerna.de, which is in German, but the pattern is in English, which is nice. So all credit for this goes to that person, Speckerna. And if you want to go check it out, there's lots of patterns there. So many patterns. It says Feathers McGraw is a creation by Aardman Animations Limited. Do not sell this pattern or the finished product. Do not sell this pattern or the finished product. Yes, good. Abbreviations and material. SC equals single crochet. Asterisk equals repeat until end of round/row. Brackets equals number of stitches. SC equals single crochet. Hey, it's already had that. SLPST equals slip stitch. So the ingredients that you will need, the materials, is polyfill, which I'm pretty sure is just stuffing, strong wire for legs and wings, 3 to 4 millimeters, black glass eyes, 10 centimeters in diameter, which I'm guessing means 10 millimeters or 1 centimeter, because 10 centimeters is a big eye. It's got AzZMR Catania in red, black, white and orange. Sorry, I'm not sure. I don't think I'm saying that right, but that would be the yarn. I googled and it's 100% cotton yarn. There's one at Spotlight that is a pretty good cotton yarn that I've made like characters with before, so I'll just grab that one. And a 2.5 millimeter hook. Feathers McGraw is about 22 centimeters high. So that's a pretty small hook. Not the smallest I've got. I've definitely got very, very tiny hooks, but yeah, that'll be cute. So head and body, starting at the head. Use black yarn. Chain 2. 6 SC in second from hook. Round 1. 2 SC in each stitch around 12. Round 2. SC in next stitch. 2 SC in next stitch. 18. Repeat to the end of the row. Round 3. SC in next 2. 2 SC in next stitch. 24. Repeat. Round 3. SC in next 2. 2 SC in next stitch. 24. Repeat. Round 4. SC in next 3. 2 SC in next stitch. 30. Repeat. round 5, SC in next 4, 2 SC in next stitch, 36, rounds 6 to 28, SC around, round 29, SC in next 5, 2 SC in next stitch, 42, repeat, round 30, SC around, round 31, SC in next 6, 2 SC in next stitch, 48, repeat, round 32, SC around, round 33, SC in next 7, 2 SC in next stitch, 54, repeat, round 34, SC around, round 35, SC in next 8, 2 SC in next stitch, 60, repeat, round 36, SC around, round 37, SC in next 9, 2 SC in next stitch, 66, rounds 38 to 53, SC around, round 54, SC in next 9, SC2 TOG, 60, repeat. So they didn't have it in the abbreviations, but SC2 TOG, which is like one word, I'm guessing means single crochet 2 together, which I'm guessing is probably where they accidentally put the same thing twice. They had single crochet twice, but one of them should have been SC2 TOG, which is single crochet 2 together. So you're going through 2 and turning it into 1 stitch. And that's how you would like go down. So you'd put 2 SC in 1 stitch to kind of increase the width, and you would go decrease the width of the row by single crocheting 2 together into 1 stitch. Okay, so that was round 54, SC in next 9, and then SC2 tog, and then repeat for the end of the row, and that's 60 stitches. Round 55, SC in next 8, SC2 tog, repeat, 54. Round 56, SC in next 7, SC2 tog, 48, repeat. Round 57, SC in next 6, SC2 tog, 42, repeat. Round 58, SC in next 5, SC2 tog, 36, repeat. Round 59, SC in next 4, SC2 tog, 30, repeat. Round 60, SC in next 3, SC2 tog, 24, repeat. Round 61, SC in next 2, SC2 tog, 18, repeat. Round 62, SC in next stitch, SC2 tog, 12, repeat. Round 63, SC2 tog, around, 6. Cut yarn and pull it through the last loop, weave tail through front loops, and pull tight to close. Probably I would suggest stuffing it before you pull it tight to close. In fact, I would probably stuff it around 61 or 62, because you still want to have a hole big enough to get your stuffing in. Maybe even around 60, just before it gets kind of too small at the end. I would probably stuff it, yeah, because around 60 it will start to get quite small. So yeah, at least by 60, I reckon you should probably have stuffed it already, everyone. Okay, that's my tip. You should be able to attach the other parts. So there's feet, legs, beak, tummy, and wings and hat. You should be able to sew them on with it already stuffed. If you would rather not, maybe you could leave it at around 60 and then go make all the parts and attach them all and then come back to finish it off. I probably will make all the small parts first, if we're honest, and then attach them to the body as they go, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So, feet, make 2. Feet. Use orange yarn. Chain 2. 4 SC in second from hook. Round 1. 2 SC in each stitch around. 8. Round 2. SC in next 3. 2 SC in next stitch. Repeat. 10. So for the feet, every round is repeated to the end of the round. So I'm not going to say repeat after every row. Round 3. SC in next 4. 2 SC in next stitch. 12. Round 4. SC in next 5. 2 SC in next stitch. 14. Round 5. SC in next 6. 2 SC in next stitch. 16. Round 6. SC in next 7. 2 SC in next stitch. 18. Round 7. SC in next 8. 2 SC in next stitch. 20. Round 8. SC in next 9. 2 SC in next stitch. 22. Round 9. SC in next 10. 2 SC in next stitch. 24. Round 10. SC in next 11. 2 SC in next stitch. 26. Round 11. SC in next 12. 2 SC in next stitch. 28. End with a slip stitch. Leave long end for sewing. Legs, make 2. Use orange yarn. Chain 2. 6 SC in second from a hook. Round 1. SC in next stitch. 2 SC in next stitch. Repeat. 9. Rounds 2 to 8. SC around. End with a slip stitch, leaving long end for sewing. So it looks like you join them at the end. So I'm just going to read the rest of the parts. Beak. Use orange yarn. Chain 2. 6 SC in second from hook. Round 1. SC around. Round 2. 2 SC in each stitch around. 12. Round 3. SC around. Round 4. SC in next stitch. 2 SC in next stitch. 18. Repeat. Round 5. SC around. Round 6. SC in next 2. 2 SC in next stitch. 24. Repeat. End with a slip stitch, leaving long end for sewing and stuff. Tummy. Use white yarn. Chain 2. 6 SC in second from hook. Round 1. 2 SC in each stitch around. 12. Round 2. SC in next stitch. 2 SC in next stitch and repeat around. 18. Round 3. SC in next 2. 2 SC in next stitch. 24. Repeat. Round 4. SC in next 3. 2 SC in next stitch. 30. Repeat. Round 5. SC in next 4. 2 SC in next stitch. 36. Repeat. Round 6. SC in next 5. 2 SC in next stitch. 42. Repeat. Continue working in rows. Row 7. 14 SC. 1 slip stitch. Turn. Row 8. 12 SC. 1 slip stitch. Turn. Row 9. 1 slip stitch. 4 SC. 2 in next stitch. 4 SC. 1 slip stitch. Turn. Row 10. 1 slip stitch. 3 SC. 2 in next stitch. 3 SC. 5 slip stitch. Turn. Work in rounds. Round 11. SC in next 3. 2 SC in next stitch. Repeat around. Round 12. SC in next 4. 2 SC in next stitch. Repeat around. End with a slip stitch, leaving long end for sewing. wings, make 2. Use black yarn, chain 2. 6 SC in second from hook. Round 1, 2 SC in each stitch around, 12. Round 2, SC in next stitch, 2 SC in next stitch, repeat, 18. Rounds 3 to 18, SC around. Round 19, SC in next stitch, SC 2 tog, repeat, 12. Insert wire and push to the edges. Flatten wings and work SC through both layers, end with a slip stitch and leave long end for sewing. Hat / glove. Fingers, make 4. Use red yarn, chain 2, 6 SC in second from hook. Rounds 1 to 6, SC around. Chain 1 and bind off. Round 7, do not bind off the last one. Join the second finger with 1 SC, 2 SC into second finger, join third finger with 1 SC, 2 SC into third finger, join fourth finger with 1 SC, 5 SC around the fourth one. Work SC along the other side until round ends, 24. Round 8, SC in next 3, 2 SC in next stitch, repeat, 30. Round 9, SC in next 4, 2 SC in next stitch, repeat, 36. Round 10, SC in next 6, 2 SC in next stitch, repeat, 41. Rounds 11 to 17, SC around. Round 18, SC around in front loops only. Round 19, SC around. End with a slip stitch. Fold rounds 18 and 19 to the outside and secure. So, next step is bend the wire. So you're going to want to make a wire that fits inside the foot shape, and then kind of bends up through the leg. So it's like a triangle at the bottom and then goes straight up at the corner. Force the upper end through a stitch. Insert into foot and sew foot together. Put leg over wire last round to the top. Stuff a bit and sew to foot. Leave 1 to 2 centimeters of wire on top of the leg and stuff into the body for more stability. Check if he can stand on his legs and sew them to the body. Sew the rest of the body parts together. And that's it. That's our whole Feathers McGraw pattern from Speckerna. So thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to AZMR to help me go through this Feathers McGraw pattern. I'm the type of person to just jump straight into a pattern, so this is actually the first time I've kind of read it out, which I actually think will be more helpful, because now that I've got, I don't know, I probably would have just gotten stuck in and then gotten to the end and being like, wait, I have to attach all these pieces to the body, and I just followed the instructions and I didn't pre-stuff it before closing it up. That is very silly, very silly. But no, now I have read it, I have a game plan, and everything is just fine. So that's good, that's good, that's good. So I'm going to move on to the next part of the show. What have we got? We've got the Tasmazia pamphlet, which is pretty cute. Now, I went to Tasmania a couple of weeks ago with some members of my band just to hang out and have a cute time, and to like hang out at a spa and do some activities. And one of the activities we did when we were driving from Launceston, where we stayed the first night, to Cradle Mountain, where we stayed for the rest of the trip. We stopped at a few places on the way. We stopped at a cheese place that was delicious, so much cheese. And we stopped at a place called Tasmazia. Someone said there was a hedge maze somewhere, like just west of Launceston. So I just googled hedge maze and I got Tasmazia. And we went there. It was a very cute time, actually. So it's this giant, like very big hedge maze that was about twice my height. and that's like the main part of it. But then they have like 6 other smaller hedge mazes. Well, there's a maze that's in like a cage, and there's 3 that are small hedge mazes that you can see over the top of. But that doesn't make them easier. If anything, I probably got more stuck in those ones because I guess you can see where you're going a little bit more, and you sort of start to go that way, and then you realize that's a dead end. So I probably spent longer trying to work those ones out. And I would just like look across, and I would see Bragg just with his hands on his hips looking side to side like he was lost. And then I'd look further and I'd see Kayla, who was sitting outside just watching us and having a good time, observing us being confused by mazes. So anyway, we had a very cute time. And so I picked up the pamphlet. So they give you also a map. I might read out the map that they give you first. It's like a purple printed on purple paper, and it's not it looks like it's like half an A4 piece of paper, but not where you'd normally make it half, if that makes sense. It's like the long, cut in half long ways. So you've got like a kind of, I don't know what the specific size of paper this is, but it's long, but half an A4 page in the long way. I don't know. Okay, so it says, "Welcome to Tasmazia and the village of Lower Crackpot, world's largest maze complex." World's largest maze complex. Creator Brian Inder, Laird of Lower Crackpot, 500 Staverton Road, Promised Land, 7306, Tasmania, Australia. Phone 03 6491 1934. So there's a kind of a map of it says the Great Maze, the goal, the middle, Three Bears Cottage, and then it shows you inside the maze. There's several mazes inside the Great Maze. Here's Cubby Town, Shade Area, Crackpot Correction Centre, Irish Maze, the Cage Maze, and the Balance Maze. There's a "You Are Here" spot at the exit, which is just at the start of the Great Maze. It's got tea rooms and the toilets. It says men's toilets and then best ladies' toilet on the planet, which I went there and I disagree. They were just normal toilets. But anyway, it's got the tower where Kayla stood and watched us in the maze. There's a water fountain, the village of Lower Crackpot, Hampton Court Maze, Shade Area, Yellow Brick Road Maze, Hexagonal Maze, Confusion Maze, Embassy Gardens, Picnic Caravans, Lavender Field. This is not a maze. First planted in 1980. There's the car park, and then to Sheffield, Town of Murals, 15-minute drive, to Lake Barrington International Rowing Course, 20-minute return drive, and to Cradle Mountain, 45-minute drive. On the other side, welcome to Tasmazia and the village of Lower Crackpot, world's largest maze complex, the Great Maze. At the time of planting, 1985, it was the world's largest. Hampton Court Maze. Repeat design to scale of the original at Hampton Court Palace in UK. Please do not stand on railings within mazes. Confusion Maze. So called because it has a reputation of being harder to get out of than into. The Balance Maze. Low wall construction of brick. Negotiate the maze by walking along the top of the 100mm wide wall, keeping balance if possible. For your safety, do not run on walls. Hexagonal Maze. a 6-sided maze where the goal is the world's only memorial to posts and poles. So the Hampton Court maze, Confusion maze, and hexagonal maze were all the ones that were like not full height. And something I just remembered about them, that they all of them, you get to the middle and then you have to get out of again. So the Great Maze, you get to the goal and then you kind of keep traveling through it to get to other mazes. But yeah, those mazes, you're in the middle and then you have to work out how to get out, and it's not always easy, as the Confusion maze description says, but I think all of them were pretty like, okay, now I have to like get out of here. The Yellow Brick Road Maze, footpath construction, a maze for small children. Irish Maze, oh, to be Irish. That doesn't explain anything. Cage Maze, home to the Plumbers Memorial. Embassy Gardens, with over 60 buildings dedicated to more than 40 countries. The village of Lower Crackpot, built to a 1/5 scale of normal buildings in brick and concrete. Then Seek Out, the Three Bears Cottage, the Secret Passageway, the Crackpot Correction Centre, the Tower, Nancy the Witch, Spook House, Plumber's Memorial, Humpty Dumpty's Wall, Three Little Pigs Ville, Treasure Chest, Fork in the Road, Artwork The Scream, Mawson's Hut, Kitchen Sink, Piano, Sword in the Stone, The Distillery, GST House, Birthday Cake, Pony Express Depot, Maisie the Black and White Cat, Anne Frank, Geisha Girl, Fire Pole, Tree House, Merlion, Count the Cats, Staverton Cricket Pitch, Boat People's Labyrinth, Three Ladders, Pot of Gold, The House That Isn't There, Jack and Jill's Hill, Garden Path, Bandit's Hideout, Little Nest in the West, Hobbit's Hole, Robert's Memorial, Dad Jokes, Big Ron, Army Tank, Think Laterally, Fountain of Youth, World's Smallest World Heritage, Rapunzel's Tower, The Laird of Lower Crackpot, Three Separate Tinkerbells, Bunny on the Pink Palace, Lady in a Bathtub, Windmill with Water Tank, Big Open Mouth, Wigs and Eyelashes, Fred Hollow's Nepalese Embassy, Totem Pole, Premises protected by security alarms. So we didn't go searching for all the things, but we did find a bunch of them along the way. I suppose you could go searching for all those things if you wanted to be there like all day. We were just there for like an hour or two on our journey. So, and we did the mazes and had a cute time. So that's good. So that was the bit of paper you get in going in. But now I have the pamphlet, which is a glossy colour print. Tasmazia and the village of Lower Crackpot. Tasmazia's premier family attraction. Revised opening hours, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Open 7 days. Closed Christmas Day. Fun, food and fantasy. Three Bears Cottage, The Great Maze, Cafe, Embassy Gardens. Fun for the whole family. Get your nature therapy here. Fresh air, exercise and a good night's sleep. The World of Tasmazia is a quirky complex located in the wonderfully named Promised Land in the heart of Tasmania's beautiful Cradle Mountain and Lakes district. Tasmazia includes 8 mazes featuring the Great Maze, as well as the village of Lower Crackpot, a whimsical model village built to 1/5 scale, embassy gardens, cafe, gift shop, lavender farm, and ever-present views of majestic Mount Roland, where lifelong memories are made. Last May's entry 3 p.m. For many of us, getting lost when on holiday is something we try to avoid, but it can be fun for the whole family at Tasmazia. Introducing our mazes. 1. The Great Maze. At the time of planting, the world's largest. A place of wandering and discovery, your goal is the Three Bears Cottage. Make sure you seek out the secret passageway on the way. 2. Hampton Court. A repeat design of the maze at Hampton Court Palace in the UK. It retains all the salient points of the original and is exact to the last metre, 1,000 metres. As an extra, it has a central viewing platform as your goal. 3. Hexagonal Maze. A 6-sided maze that plays rotten little tricks on you. Your goal is the centre wherein is the memorial to posts and poles. 4. Confusion Maze. It has a reputation of being easier to get into than out of. 5. The Yellow Brick Road Maze. A fairy tale maze for toddlers and small children. It is at Upper Lower Crackpot, the residential area of Lower Crackpot. It also contains the Fairy Princess's Castle, also known as the Pink Palace. 6. The Balance Maze. A low wall maze, 100 millimeters wide, on which you must balance to negotiate it. If you do, it leads to the Crackpot Correction Centre and Cubby Town. The Cage. You must find it within the Great Maze. Built of timber in a cage format, it is not for the faint-hearted. Your goal is Australia's only known monument to a plumber. 8. The Irish Maze. Bring your crackpot sense of humour for this one. Find it within the Great Maze. It's amazing. So funny. The village of Lower Crackpot. The very popular village of Lower Crackpot is a whimsical model village built to 1/5 scale. Each building has a story to tell and is connected to real people, so in a way the town is inhabited. It is a university town including the School of Lateral Thinking, interplanetary balloon aviation, medical school, and the School of Wood Chopping, Professor David Foster, local world wood chopping champion. It also includes CBD, factories, and even a sleazy end of town where you will find Shirley's Joint, Wild Joe's Disco, Shanghai Reds, and the headquarters of the Crackpot Angels Motorcycle Club. New members accepted. Buy your badge at the shop. The residential area is in Upper Lower Crackpot, Yellow Brick Road. There is also the Kathy Freeman Sports Centre. Sir John Bioki Peterson is the member for Lower Crackpot, complete with Ivory Tower. Yes, they know about it and are all members of Clan Crackpot. The Lower Crackpot Correction Centre. The Lower Crackpot Correction Centre depicts medieval forms of punishment, including the dungeon, flogging triangle, pillory, stocks, French guillotine, gallows, rail, rack, and the stake. Cubby Town and Spook House. The children's haven we call Cubby Town can be found within the Great Maze. From Ma and Pa kettles to Cubby Theatre, a fire station, pancake parlour, supermarket, doctor's rooms, tree house, spook house, and much more. Cubby is a private play space for children, ranging from a space under the stairs to a tree or a purpose-built miniature house. Embassy Gardens. Embassy Gardens is our most recent attraction and contains 60 buildings dedicated to over 40 countries, where you may discover the embassy of your country of origin. There is even a building dedicated to intergalactic worlds and time travel. From the Taj Mahal, the Whistleblowers Monument, the Eiffel Tower, the Forbidden City, and the moving memorial to boat people lost at sea, and even to puzzling out why the American Embassy is a tea chest, visitors will have much to chat about. the souvenir and gift shop. We offer a range of exclusive Tasmazia products. See our selection of lavender products, soft toys, honeys, jams, lollies, books, souvenir t-shirts, and so much more. I got a tea towel that is a map of the whole of Tasmazia, so you can like theoretically use it to solve the big map, maybe. I mean, big maze, maybe. But it's a pretty cool tea towel. So, anywho, on the back we have a map showing where it is in relation to Sheffield and Devonport, Cradle Country touring map, a touring route, the Great Nature Trail touring route, and Tasmazia is on the scenic route to Cradle Mountain from Sheffield, town of Murals, at the entrance to Lake Barrington International Rowing Course. Follow the signs. We share a common entrance, 15 minutes from Sheffield, 40 minutes from Devonport or Cradle Mountain, 1 hour, 15 minutes from Launceston. Tasmazia, 500 Staverton Road, Promised Lands. Tasmania, Australia, 7306, phone 0364911934, open 7 days, 10 a.m. till 4 p.m, last maze entry 3 p.m, closed Christmas Day. Cafe, 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Email inquiries at tasmazia.com.au, www.tasmazia.com.au. So that's the whole of the Tasmazia pamphlet, which is a bit cute. I really enjoyed Tasmazia. It definitely had a lot of like kids attractions, but I think that it was a good time. It was a really good time. I just like a giant hedge maze, honestly. Not mad at it. Oh, you know what? I remembered why Kayla didn't want to go into the smaller mazes, and it's because they were full of bees. I really like bees, and they weren't like bothering anyone, but there were a lot of bees. So many bees, just like hanging out in those hedges. Kayla was like, you know what? No. So she watched us from outside and, you know, took videos of us like running around the little mazes. So that was a bit cute. Okie dokie. So I am going to have to reset or set something up with the microphone. Hold on, so that you can hear the writing. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back and I think I'm set up properly. Hopefully I won't have to readjust. For the next part of the show, I'm going to do something that's sure to put you all to sleep, all the way to sleep, because of how boring it is. So boring, so boring, so boring. And that is, I'm going to do my tax return for my band, which, yes, tax, so boring, so boring, so boring. So many numbers. So for the band is a partnership. So how it works is, if you have a business, you have to submit your tax either through an accountant or through tax accounting software, or you have to submit a paper form. There's no like online portal like there is to do your personal tax for business tax. So I have to fill in this like 16-page document. So it's terribly rude. So we're going to do that together tonight, and it will be helpful for my life because it's almost the end of when I'm allowed to submit this. So, you know, I work best in like panic mode, so it's fine. So I printed the document out, the Partnership Tax Return 2024 document, at my work already, and how I've got it set up I just have I basically have a bunch of Google Sheets, or one Google Sheets document that's set up like, I don't know, I filled it up with lots of formulas. So we have an expenses document, and that sort of feeds into, like, it's laid out like a financial report. So every section sort of pre-fills itself when we put in the expenses. So it's kind of set up so it does it nice and easy for me, which I put a few hours of work into that a few years ago, and now it's pretty easy. It's just the trickiest part is making sure that expenses document kind of lines up. And so yeah, it all feeds back into sort of this pre-filled thing that I made, which, you know, people out there will be like, just use accounting software. That's literally what it does. But you know what? If I can set up some formulas for free and then it just does it itself, why do I need accounting software? Why do I need it, guys? Why do I need it? So yeah, I don't know. I'm just good at like math and stuff, so it doesn't make sense for me to have to pay for something. So what it does is it just tells me what to fill in because it's all set up. So I do check it, but I don't have to. So pretty much today I'm just looking at what the numbers are in my document and writing them in this document. And I don't know how confidential this is supposed to be, but whatever, should be right. And so there's going to be some nice like writing noises, so that's good. And I'll just read you through it as we go. So it's probably going to get more and more boring as we go on, and you realize there's so many pages. A lot of them I don't need to put anything on except for writing our tax file number or ABN at the top. So anyway, it's all going to work out, everybody. It's all going to work out. So I put it in a plastic sleeve at work as well to protect it. Just take that out there. So, page one. Australian Government, Australian Taxation Office, Partnership Tax Return 2024. Day, month, year, to day, month, year, or specify period if part year or approved substitute period. I always put the date in here, even though I think it's implied that you're doing the financial year 2024. And like, you only use the date boxes if it's a different period, but I always just fill it in because, you know, it's there and I can. Okay, for instructions to help you prepare this tax return, go to ato.gov.au/partnership instructions 2024. When completing this return, print clearly using a black pen only. I have a black pen. Here's my black pen. Use block letters and print one character in each box. Place X in all applicable boxes. Partnership information. Tax file number TFN. Have you attached any other attachments? Yes or no? See the privacy note in the taxpayer's declaration. Name of partnership. Australian business number ABN. Previous name of partnership. If the partnership name has changed, print the previous name exactly as shown on the last tax return lodged. Current postal address. If the address has not changed, print it exactly as shown on the last tax return lodged. Postal address on previous tax return. If the address has changed, print the previous address exactly as shown on the last tax return lodged. Well, it's not changed, so I'll just leave that bit. Official, sensitive when completed. Ooh, so scandalous. So scandalous. I suppose I'm not really telling you what I'm writing, but maybe you can work it out. I don't know how good you are at listening to numbers. That was page 1, so now page 2. Full name of the partner to whom notices should be sent. If the partner is an individual, print details here. Title: Mr., Mrs., Miss, Ms., Other. Family name. First given name. Other given names. If the partner is a company or trust, print details including ABN here. Interposed entity election status. If the partners have an existing election, write the earliest income year specified. If the partners are making one or more elections this year, write the earliest income year being specified and complete an interposed entity election or revocation 2024 for each election. If revoking an interposed entity election, print R and complete and attach the interposed entity election or revocation 2024. Final tax return, no or yes. 1. Description of main business activity. Industry code. 2. Status of business. Print X at label B1, B2 or B3, whichever is the first applicable option, or leave blank. Multiple business B1. Ceased business B2. Commenced business B3. Consolidation status. Print X at label Z2 if applicable. Consolidation subsidiary member Z2. Entity status. Significant global entity G1. Country by country reporting entity G2. And that's all of page 2. Page 3. Partnership TFN. income excluding foreign income. 5. Business income and expenses, whole dollars only. Income, primary production, non-primary production, totals. Gross payments where ABN not quoted, C, D. Gross payments subject to foreign resident withholding excluding capital gains, B. Accessible government industry payments, E, F. Other business income, G, H. Total business income. Expenses. Foreign resident withholding expenses excluding capital gains, P. Contractor, subcontractor and commission expenses, C. Superannuation expenses, D. Cost of sales, E. Bad debts, F. Lease expenses, G. Rent expenses, H. Total interest expenses, I. Total royalty expenses, J. Depreciation expenses, K. Motor vehicle expenses, L. Repairs and maintenance, M. All other expenses, N. Total expenses, labels, P to N. Reconciliation items. Add income reconciliation adjustments, A. Add expense reconciliation adjustments, B. Net income or loss from business, Q, R. S. Net small business income, V. And that's all of page 3. Now on to page 4. 6. Tax withheld. Tax withheld where ABN not quoted, T. Credit for tax withheld, foreign resident withholding excluding capital gain, U. 8. Partnerships and trusts, primary production, distribution from partnerships, A. Share of net income from trusts, Z. Deductions relating to amounts shown at A and Z, S. Net primary production amount. Non-primary production, distribution from partnerships less foreign income, B. Share of net income from trusts less capital gains, foreign income and franked distributions, R. Deductions relating to amounts shown at B and R, T. Franked distributions from trusts. F. Deductions relating to franked distributions from trusts in Label F. G. Net non-primary production amount. Distributions of foreign income must be included at item 22 or 23. Share of credits from income. Share of credit for tax withheld where ABN not quoted. C. Share of franking credits from franked distributions. D. Share of credit for TFN amounts withheld from interest, dividends, and unit trust distributions. E. Credit for TFN amounts withheld from payments from closely held trusts. O. Share of credit for taxed withheld foreign resident withholding excluding capital gains. U. 9. Rent. Gross rent. F. Interest deductions. G. Capital works deductions. X. Other rental deductions. H. Net rent. 10. Forestry managed investment scheme income. Q. 11. Gross interest, including Australian government loan interest. J. TFN amounts withheld from gross interest. I. That's all of page 4. Now page 5. Partnership TFN. Dividends. Unfranked amount K. Franked amount L. Franking credit M. TFN amounts withheld from dividends N. 14. Other Australian income. Give details. Type of income O. 15. Total of items 5 to 14. Add up the boxes. Deductions. 16. Deductions relating to Australian investment income. P. 17. Forestry managed investment scheme deduction. D. 18. Other deductions. Show only deductions not claimable at any other item. Name of each item of deduction. Amount. Q. 19. Total of items 16 to 18. 20. Net Australian income or loss. Subtract item 19 from item 15. That was all of page 5. Now on to page 6. Foreign income. 22. Attributed foreign income. Did you have overseas branch operations or a direct or indirect interest in a foreign trust, foreign company, controlled foreign entity or transferor trust? S. Yes or no. Listed country M, unlisted country X. If you answered yes at label S, complete and attach an International Dealings Schedule 2024. 23. Other accessible foreign source income, other than income shown at item 22. Gross B, net V. Foreign income tax offset Z. Also include at label D Australian franking credits from a New Zealand franking company that you have received indirectly through a partnership or trust. Australian franking credits from a New Zealand franking company. D. 24. Total of items 20 to 23. Total net income or loss. Add the boxes. Overseas transactions, thin capitalization. 29. Overseas transactions. Was the aggregate amount of your transactions or dealings with international related parties, including the value of any property or service transferred, or the balance of any loans, greater than $2 million? W. Yes or no? Did the thin capitalization provisions affect you? O. Yes or no? Interest expenses overseas. D. Royalty expenses overseas. E. If you answered yes at label W or O, or completed D or E, complete and attach the International Dealings Schedule 2024. Transactions with specified countries. Did you directly or indirectly send to or receive from one of the countries specified in the instructions any funds or property, or do you have the ability or expectation to control, whether directly or indirectly, the disposition of any funds, property, assets, or investments located in or located elsewhere, but controlled or managed from one of those countries? C. Yes or no? 30. Personal services income. Does your income include an individual's personal services income? N. Yes or no? Total amount of PSI included at item 5 income labels. Total amount of deductions against PSI included at item 5 expense labels. B. Did you satisfy the results test in respect of any individual? C. Yes or no? Do you hold a personal services business PSB determination in respect of any individual? D. Yes or no? For any individual for whom you did not satisfy the results test or hold a PSB determination, and each source of their PSI income yielded less than 80% of their total PSI, indicate if you satisfied any of the following personal services business tests. Print X in the appropriate boxes. Unrelated clients test E1, employment test E2, or business premises test E3. That's all for page 6. Now page 7. Partnership TFN. Taxation of financial arrangements. 31. Taxation of financial arrangements TOFA. Total TOFA gains M. Total TOFA losses N. 32. Non-concessional MIT income NCMI. Business income primary production. Non-concessional MIT income NCMI. A. Excluded from NCMI. B. Note: amounts shown at A and B must also be included at 5G PP, other business income. Non-primary production. Non-concessional MIT income NCMI. C. Excluded from NCMI. D. Note: amounts shown at C and D must also be included at 5H, non-PP other business income. Partnerships and trusts, primary production. Non-concessional MIT income, NCMI, E, excluded from NCMI, F. Note: amounts shown at E and F must also be included at 8A, distribution from partnerships. Non-concessional MIT income, NCMI, G, excluded from NCMI, H. Note: amounts shown at G and H must also be included at 8Z, share of net income from trusts. Non-primary production. Non-concessional MIT income, NCMI, I, excluded from NCMI, J. Note: amounts shown at I and J must also be included at 8B, distribution from partnerships less foreign income. Non-concessional MIT income, NCMI, K, excluded from NCMI, L. Note: amounts shown at K and L must also be included at 8R, share of net income from trusts, less capital gains, foreign income, and franked distributions. That's all of page 7 straight. Now page 8, key financial information. 33, all current assets, F. 34, total assets, G. 35, all current liabilities, I. 36, total liabilities, J. Business and professional items. The following items must be filled in for all partnerships carrying on a business. 37, business name of main business. (38) Business address of main business. (39) Opening stock, C. 40 Purchases and other costs, B. 41 Closing stock, D. 42 Trade debtors, E. 43 Trade creditors, H. 44 Total salary and wage expenses, L. 45 Payments to associated persons, M. 46 Fringe benefit employee contributions, T. 47 Trading stock election, yes or no. 48 Aggregated turnover, aggregated turnover. Select your aggregated turnover range, U. Select range A to P. Aggregated turnover, V. 49 Capital allowances. Depreciating assets first deducted in this income year. Intangible depreciating assets first deducted, A. Other depreciating assets first deducted, B. Have you self-assessed the effective life of any of these assets? C. Yes or no. That's all of page 8. Now page 9. Partnership TFN. $49 capital allowances continued for all depreciating assets. Did you recalculate the effective life for any of your assets this income year? D. Yes or no. Total adjustable values at end of income year. E. Assessable balancing adjustments on the disposal of intangible depreciating assets. F. Deductible balancing adjustments on the disposal of intangible depreciating assets. G. Termination value of intangible depreciating assets. H. Termination value of other depreciating assets. I. Subsequent year accelerated depreciation deductions for assets using backing business investment. N. Deduction for project pool. J. Section 4880 deduction. K. 50. Small business entity simplified depreciation. Deduction for certain assets. A. Deduction for general small business pool. B. 51. National Rental Affordability Scheme. National Rental Affordability Scheme Tax Offset Entitlement. F. 52. Small Business Bonus Deductions. If you complete A or C, also complete 5B. Small Business Skills and Training Boost. A. Small Business Energy Incentive. C. 53. Income Tests. Net Financial Investment Income or Loss. G. Net Rental Property Income or Loss. H. That's all of page 9. Now we have page 10. Statement of Distribution. 54. Statement of Distribution. Note, it is not an offence not to It is not an offence not to quote a TFN. However, TFNs help the ATO to correctly identify each partner's tax records. The ATO is authorised by the Income Tax Assessment Act 1936 and the Income Tax Assessment Act 1997 to ask for information on this tax return. We need this information to help us administer the taxation laws. We may give this information to other government agencies authorised in taxation law, for example, the Australian Bureau of Statistics and the Reserve Bank of Australia. Partner 1. Name in full of each partner and TFN or postal address. If the partner is a trustee, including a trustee company, show the name of the trust, not the name of the trustee. Individual TFN. Date of birth. Title, Mr., Mrs., Miss, Ms., or other. Family name. First given name. given names. Residential address. That's all for page number 10. Now, page 11. 54. Statement of distribution continued. Partner 1 continued. Share of income. Primary production A. PP NCMI A1. PP excluded from NCMI A2. Hello, Coco. Non-primary production B. Non-PP NCMI B1. Non-PP excluded from NCMI B2. Credit for tax withheld where ABN not quoted C. Franked distributions L. Franking credit D. TFN amounts withheld E. Share of credit for TFN amounts withheld from payments from closely held trusts O. Credit for tax withheld, foreign resident withholding excluding capital gains F. Australian franking credits from a New Zealand franking company G. Share of net small business income H. Share of National Rental Affordability Scheme tax offset I. Share of net financial investment income or loss J. Share of net rental property income or loss K. Share of exploration credits M. That's all of page 11. Now page 12. Partner 2. Partner 2. Name in full of each partner and TFN or postal address. If the partner is a trustee, including a trustee company, show the name of the trust, not the name of the trustee. That's all of page 12. Didn't read that one out so much because it's the same as the other one. Now page 13. Again, it's the same as page 11, so I'm just going to do some writing for partner 2. And that's all of page 13. Now on to page 14. Partner 3. Name in full of each partner and TFN or postal address if the partner is a trustee, including a trustee company. Show the name of the trust, not the name of the individual. Oh, of the trustee. Okay. all of page 14. Now page 15 again is the same as 13 and 11. So we're just going to write some numbers. And that was all of page 15. Now, page 16. Important. If any partner 18 years old or older at 30th of June 2024 does not have real and effective control over their share of income, print their name. Title: Mr., Mrs., Miss, Ms, or other. Family name: first given name, other given names. Declarations: taxpayer's declaration. Important. Before making this declaration, check to ensure that all income has been disclosed and the tax return, all attached schedules, and any additional documents are true and correct in every detail. If you are in doubt about any aspect of the tax return, place all the facts before the ATO. The income tax law imposes heavy penalties for false or misleading statements in tax returns. This declaration must be signed by a partner. Privacy. The ATO is authorized by the Taxation Administration Act 1953 to request the provision of tax file numbers, TFNs. The ATO will use the TFNs to identify each partner in our records. It is not an offence not to provide the TFNs. However, if the TFNs are not provided, it could increase the chance of delay or error in each partner's assessment. Taxation law authorizes the ATO to collect information and to disclose it to other government agencies. For information about your privacy, go to ato.gov.au/privacy. Declaration: I declare that the information on this tax return, including any attached schedules and additional documentation, is true and correct. Signature. Date. Hours taken to prepare and complete this tax return. I don't know. I'll just guess. Tax agent's declaration. I declare that this tax return has been prepared in accordance with information provided by the taxpayer, that the taxpayer has given me a declaration stating that the information provided to me is true and correct, and that the taxpayer has authorized me to lodge this tax return. Agent's signature, client reference, date, contact name, agent's phone number, include area code, agent's reference number, office use only, index X. And that's all of page 16. So that is all of the tax return form, but I do have 3 pages in my schedule of additional information FY 2024, so I just have to sign them. Page 1 of 3. Two of 3. Three of 3. And that's the whole tax return. Done. It's done, everybody. It's done. So that was not too tricky, but I did have all my numbers already ready to go. So I wasn't like umming and ahhing when I had to write them in. So I thought it was fine. But I definitely stuffed up a couple of times and had to like draw over them a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. So thanks everyone for listening to me trying to fill in my band tax return. I mean, not trying to, I actually did it. And I'm going to post it off in the morning or sometime during the day tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully it's all good. It should be. I have full faith in myself. So, hopefully that was sufficiently boring. It was terribly boring to read out, especially because there were some whole pages that I didn't have anything to write. But yes, and we had a very special guest throughout, which is just Coco, everyone. It's just Coco. So that's, now that we're all definitely very sleepy, I think it's time that we put ourselves into bed, eh? Pretty much time to put ourselves into bed. So I'm just gonna play some gentle piano, just some gentle piano, just to see you out for the rest of the show, just to see you into your dreams. Hopefully you don't dream about numbers and tax, because that would be terribly boring. Yes, so boring in fact that you might fall asleep in your dreams. Wouldn't that be a cute time? Okay. Thanks for tuning in to AZMR tonight, everybody. Good night.